the real point is health, is fitness, is awareness. How about just awareness? How easy it is to start. Some people are daunted just by the idea of, oh, I don't know, I might hurt myself. Or, unlike other people, they just do it anyway until they hurt themselves. I'm like, come in. Yes, please, come to my office. But that's okay.
Yes.
Being aware. That's why, a doctor's involved, a personal trainer's involved. We have a lot of people who are experts in their field as part of the council.
Yes.
And I felt that this also was a way to get awareness for the council, for these experts.
Amazing.
There will also be a vendor fair at the event as well. So we have multiple members of the Milford Chamber and the Health and Wellness Council that'll have tables there for information. We have chiropractors, we'll have a massage therapist, we've got some other people just
Awesome.
elderly services. So it is an overall fitness and healthcare expo as well, if you will.
Yes.
Outside and fun. It is rain or shine. So if anybody asks, it's more fun to run on obstacle courses in the rain.
Absolutely.
In my opinion.
No, it's true. It's true. It
The
adds a
muddier,
little bit
the
of
better,
chaos.
yeah.
Exactly.
So it is rain or shine, but there'll be a lot of services that people can come get information about just how to live a healthier lifestyle. That's our whole mission.
Now, Devin, how can folks register for this event?
Very easy. MilfordFunandFitDay.com.
Yes.
So if they go to that website, there's a little button that says register here.
Yes.
Pre-registration, again, you can register for the two events individually, either step-by-step walking program or the gym running, I would say it backwards, or you can register for both and you get a discount.
Right.
If you register before September 5th, Friday, September 5th, then you get the current price. Otherwise, it is a little bit more on-site registration.
Awesome.
There'll be goodie bags for the first 100 people who register and show up. We have T-shirts made up. Everybody will have like a little prize to take home, just to kind of symbolize the fact that they completed it.
Awesome.
And came out and participated.
Entirely.
Well, this whole show is timely. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely. It's perfect time.
Perfect time. Now, Dr. Brian,
Yeah.
let's get a little deeper into health and fitness.
Uh-oh.
Now, a person after this comes to you and needs help with, they don't know how to eat, they don't know how to do anything, but they want to first make sure that they're healthy enough to participate in exercise.
Perfect. Anytime you've heard of any exercise program, please consult a physician. Well, I'm a physician. I'm a chiropractic physician, but
Yes.
that's what I am. I'm a
Exactly.
physician. So
Yes.
I make sure, I do a full physical on you. I make sure that you're eating right. If I hear that you have Doritos for a snack at 3 o'clock, little X, a little couple points off of that, or what if you have, in some cases, some people are daunted by, I use that word again,
Yes.
are daunted by some sort of condition like IBS. Hey, can I work out? Yes, you can. Let's take care of this IBS. It really doesn't matter where you are in your physical state. Sure, if you're worried, come see me and I'll get you ready for the event and at least be ready to participate. Because remember, not all the stations are going to be super difficult for someone who's not ready for something super difficult. There are levels of difficulty.
Awesome.
So if someone is really obese, hey, don't be daunted. Be ready. Be brave. You can do this.
Yes.
And let the physical tell you what you have to do. Make the changes. Get healthier.
Yes, I'm going to give you the same questions to Devin in just a moment, but Dr. Brian, that's the whole issue. I do what they call webinars, and I have easily, as a master trainer now for about 7 years, I have at least over 150 trainers around the world in this webinar that I have to facilitate. How would you motivate someone who continually says, Dr. Brian, I think I need to lose weight first before I start to go to a gym or before I start to get into an exercise program, which it doesn't even sound right. But how would you talk to that person to get him or her motivated?
Him or her. Basically, it would be everyone in their life experiences things called thinking errors. A little psychology you have to include when you do this. Just like pain. Pain is not just the laceration you have on your hand. Pain is the emotion you feel with that. So you have to respect that emotion. So you say, I would say to that person, I'd say, okay, you're afraid of this because you're not quite sure. First thing to do to lose weight is put muscle on, because your basic metabolic rate is based on how much muscle you've got using up your fat in the course of the day. You don't burn fat when you're working out. You burn it in the course of the day. That's the rest of the time when you're not working out. So how do you do that? What uses up that fat? Your body processes and the muscle you have on your body. It has to exist, so it draws those calories. So they have to understand something new. They just learned that muscle uses the fat. So working out would be the first thing they should do. Getting a little bit physical goes a long way.
Yes. Now, if their neck doesn't feel right when they're working out, or their back or their shoulders, I know that the upper back sometimes is the neck that could be out of line, the back, what have you. Would you recommend adjustments prior to a workout or what have you?
Possibly. There are several types of therapies that someone might look for or might use in order to prepare them for such a thing. Sometimes soft tissue is restricted. It's kind of like gristle when you have a piece of meat. It's all clumped together.
Yes.
And that prevents motion. That prevents life, actually. Motion is life.
Yes.
You know, if you lay there, that's pretty much dead. Even if your eyes are breathing and your eyes are going,
Sure.
you're pretty much dead. So create life by creating motion.
Yes.
So in some cases, those restrictions can really cause pain.
Yes.
They can cause cell death
Yes.
and inflammation. So you come, I evaluate you, and take care of that problem.
Amen. Now, Dr. Bryan, once again, where are you located in Milford?
I'm located at 26 Broad Street in downtown Milford. It is crazy today because the Oyster Fest is going on this week and they're preparing for it.
Yeah.
But it's very easy to get to. It's right next to Colony Pizza. There's a little bell you can ring, but please call me first, 203-848-8640.
Outstanding.
Yeah, thanks.
Devin Taylor, I've seen, her awesome car. I'm not going to give you her license plate number and all that kind of stuff. But I absolutely love how you advertise and market, your current business. Devin, if you have someone that wants to prepare for any event, all these Spartan races and the mud runners and the Mudorella, I don't know how many I've trained that did exceptionally well at these races. Devin, what are some of the motivating factors or motivating things that you can give to people who say, maybe I'm just not ready for this yet, give me a minute? How do you motivate that person to get them going?
Well, I actually take a slightly different approach. You had mentioned, do I need to lose weight first or get to the gym first?
Yes.
Do both, but when the gym is not available, you can still control what you eat. So that's why I spend a lot of time with people talking about what they're eating on an everyday basis,
Diet.
The challenge came in. Because I was always very fit, but I could still not drop those last 20 pounds because my diet was horrible.
Yes.
So I talk about, there's two things in life that I think we could absolutely control: what we put in our mouth and what comes out of our mouth.
Right.
Everything else is kind of up to God. But we can control what we put in our mouth. So if you're not ready for the fitness part of it, we can at least try to eat healthier.
Yes.
So don't eat the bag of Doritos. Maybe eat a handful of almonds instead. I work with that part of it first, and then get you ready to come into the gym or to do the races. And the races, I love them, and people look at me and say, oh, well, I can't do it because I'm not like you. All levels can do any kind of race like that. You just have to do it smart. You can't go, full out if you're not ready for that. But people are there to help you. On site, we'll be there. Dr. Bryan will be there. There'll be other chiropractors, physicians, and just get out there and do it.
Yes.
If you sit on your couch and watch other people do it, you're exercising this.
What's really important about that, and you know this from being a champion, Taekwondo expert.
Yes.
I have my black belt, but I've never competed. And competition is the best for any individual to let them know their own mettle.
Say that one more time.
Okay, competition is so important for any individual, so it lets them know their own mettle and builds confidence.
Yes.
Even if they fail, they know, what's failure? If they completed it, even if they didn't get a great time, they completed it. Right there.
Yes.
How do you build from there? Better time.
Very well said.
And you have to test your mettle. You have to compete at some point. Otherwise, people don't know. They don't know what they can do. And actually, they will question it the rest of their lives.
Yes. Now, Devin,
Yes,
if
sir.
a person wants personal training from you, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, if a person is a novice, a beginner, but they want to get into better shape, what would you recommend? How many days a week, how often, and how long during these sessions?
It will depend on one, what their goals are going to be, and
Yes.
two, what their commitment's going to be. One of the things I ask for from somebody is, are you committed to doing this? If you want to come in and just pretend for 30 minutes, probably not going to hit your goals. If
I
you're
do the same
committed,
thing.
If you're committed to doing it,
Yes.
then we'll build a special program. I customize it for everybody, but I start people minimum on a 3-month program. If you
Yes.
want to hit your goals, you have to do it more than just the $99 3 session special that I give you. That's an introductory, but minimum 2 times a week for about an hour, and then I will write each individual person a program based on whether they go to another gym, what their at-home equipment is going to be, and what level. Are they walking level? Are they running level? Do they have back issues where they can't run? Are they elliptical people? So I start you on a very customized program because there's no one thing fits all.
Now, do you go to home visits as well?
I do.
That's
yes.
important to hear.
Yep. My
Yes.
studio is very small. It's just me. So it's not a big intimidating gym. I don't have a lot of equipment, especially for beginners. I do a lot of band work, stretches, just light body weight type of stuff. I don't get into all the big equipment. You don't need it. In order to hit your goals, you don't need to go to a gigantic gym. Again, I specialize with women, and what women do when they walk into a gym and see all the big machines and the muscle heads is they
Intimidation.
do cardio, and they get on a treadmill, and they sit there like this, and they do their running, and that's it. You do have to lift weights, as Dr. Brian said. You need to
What?
build muscle.
No.
Yes. You do need
Say
to
it
build
isn't so.
muscle. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how I start.
Wonderful.
Women just aren't sure. A lot of times they're not sure, and they want to get their confidence back. The competition with themselves even. For women, it's all about being sexy.
Right.
So
It is.
yeah.
Right.
So I help them get that.
Wonderful. Now, just jump in on this next question.
Absolutely.
Yes. You have a person that is really starting to train and starting to hit their goals. How do you keep them motivated?
I set 90-day goals. Every 90 days, I say, here's our next goal.
Yes.
So if when I ask somebody that I'm consulting with, I go, what is your goal in the next 90 days?
Yes.
If it's only 20 pounds weight loss, I actually know they're not that committed.
Yes.
Oh, I just want, because on the scale, they're just afraid they should read some number.
Yes.
I want to run a 5K, or I want to do a Tough Mudder, or I am getting married and I want to look sexy walking down the aisle. So we
Right.
set 90-day goals, and then once that 90-day goal is up, we set another one.
Good.
So you
Before I
keep
get to
going.
you, how can folks get in contact with you, Devin?
MyTransformationTraining.com, my website. They can fill out a contact me form, or my cell phone, 203-499-7168.
Outstanding. Dr. Brian, how do you continually keep somebody motivated?
Setting goals each time. Generally, a treatment plan for myself, you understand sometimes I have to deal with insurance and things like that. You have to consider that someone else is involved in paying. So people aren't, there's sometimes a disconnect with that. I create treatment plans of, say, 12 visits or so.
Yes.
It's about a month, and another one. And each time, the whole point is to make sure that I speak to them each time, making sure that they are getting up off the couch. Or let's say they have a really bad pain condition. They're worried they're going to mess it up.
Yes.
And then that starts to demotivate them. I say, you can't do it that way. I've had a pain condition 5 years, and if anything, I'm running again for the first time in 7. I mean, you have to keep pushing. And I motivate them by saying, make sure you tell me about every little thing that you're dealing with that's new. Hey, this happened. Good, let's deal with that. Hey, this happened. Good, let's deal with that. Let's get you free of pain so that doesn't stop you.
Outstanding. 10 seconds are left. We're getting ready to wrap up.
Gotcha.
What would you want the viewers to know about you?
As a certified chiropractic sports physician, I'm going to get you moving. If you want to move, I can get you moving, especially if you have a pain condition. If not, I can still get you moving. I will teach you about physiology, stuff that you can understand and use the next day.
Outstanding. Devin, 10 seconds are left.
Actually, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Brian first, just because I did have that pain condition, and I am a runner, and I've struggled with pain issues my entire life, and he got me back up and moving very easily.
Outstanding.
So.
Thank you both for being on my show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Devin Taylor and Dr. Brian Hollaback. My name is Shehan Herbie Bagwell of the Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts and Fitness Show. Thank you and good night.
I get it. I get it.